It's not enough. It's not enough. Hi, Kevin Blanch. I want to get back to what this Fukushima nightmare, cancer, socioeconomics, post-ignorance, this whole madness of mine, BlanchSchwarz, white, black, as I've broke it down fundamentally as we have to get pure in the art form and evolve off. Look, I want to compare journalism to Thom Hartmann. Thank you so much. As he put Mitchell Gaylord, the great, incredible oncologist, the great writer, on his show with his great conversations with great minds, as Hartmann would know because he has a great mind. Let's compare journalism styles. Let's compare cancer rhetoric. Let's compare survival versus the nuclear fallout from Fukushima that is raining over our bodies, the nuclear tests in Nevada that are raining on our bodies, Chernobyl in our bodies, the dairy farmers that are milking their cows 4 times a day, feeding them and milking the taxpayers out of millions, the freaking beer we drink as Budweiser injects ether alcohol, as we don't have a fucking chance. We finally got an oncologist on there. Hartmann, I will post this link. Everybody needs to watch this. This is the comparison between alternative media versus regular media. Alternative media, when Hartmann doesn't have to kiss the ass and refuses to kiss the ass of these corporate sponsors, and he puts real people on there with real solutions, with real, because he has a soul and he's a progressive, and that's the difference between conservative and progressive. Conservatives want to kill you, because progressives love you, as he loves us. He put on there Dr. Mitchell Gaylord and his beautiful books, and he went into, it was almost like he was speaking right to me. Thank you, Thom Hartmann and his people, for putting that up. I will post, everybody should watch, not just people that got cancer, people that are going, it's brilliant, he's brilliant. As he talks about the poetry of cancer, the ballad of cancer, the art of cancer, before you get it, while you have it, after you get it, as he lays out into detail, this incredible oncologist says, I got lucky falling into these incredible oncologists that I have. Look, if you get cancer, and people are going to sit and tell you, oh, smoke some weed or eat this, you get an acute form of cancer, like I got leukemia. It is so aggressive and so hard. It is acute for a reason. You better dig in, and you better be smart, and you better be able to get through the rhetoric. As when I was sick, I lost 8 pounds in one day. This happened just like a bomb. And I was smart about, I thought I was smart about my diet. I thought I was smart about the way I lived, as I became an expert on nuclear fallout, as in 1982 I was one of the people that marched, as 1 million marched in Central Park, as we had a conscience. And if you don't think philosophical idealism, Ayn Rand, Ronald Reagan, John Bircher, philosophical 30-year idealism has power, as no one cares, as you've been indoctrinated and dummied down to your fake radical idealism, your fake thesis that I'm a Christian when you're really the devil. To bear false witness, the Karl Roves, the Dick Cheney, they are the devil. And you people that empower, the hairspray, that walk into a church and massive, you are going to hell and rot in the deepest form. Look, and you people that are the neocon, don't even come to my site. Fuck you. Look, as he goes into his thesis and he talks about music, it's not enough. It's not enough. It is not. As when I got diagnosed and I dug in and I got on a YouTube video, and I found a YouTube video of this pathologist in New York who talked about how pathologists get it wrong on the carcinoid and how hard they are. Light went on in my head. I dug in as I had 15 doctors had me wrong, ready to gut me. Let me give you some advice. Find the best oncologist you can immediately. Dig in and find an old veteran, great oncologist, which I did, thank God, right at the last minute. Dr. Hansen, brilliant, saved my life. As I was just lucky enough to land here, that we have these incredible oncologist cancer unit here that treats with love, as Mitchell talks about in his books, and watch that interview. It is brilliant. That man is brilliant. That man is amazing. He talks about music. When I sent me to that hospital, I was acute and critical condition for so long time, just fading away. First thing I grabbed was my AM, FM radio. And I put it in there, and all the nurses would say, we could hear you singing clear down the hall. He talks about music therapy, as I've always knew music was the soul. Art was the freaking meaning, as I've always been happy. As the first time in my life, as I let stress and broken relationships get to me last summer. And is it a coincidence that's when I got cancer? I don't think so. As that gene lays in so many of us. As my father was nuked to death, as the Nevada test site rains over us in Oklahoma and Utah and Idaho and Colorado and Panhandle of Texas. It rains all over us. As Fukushima is raining out, he talks about how it lays in there and how it triggers and what triggers it, and the diet and the food chain. I thought I ate the right things. I did. I didn't. You know, I didn't. Am I a radical? Yeah, I'm a free radical. Why am I a free radical? Because Tom Ackerman said I was. And he's the one that decides, because this is his free. This is all about originality. As I watch music videos over and over and over, as the poetry of anger and his music has got me through it, it's made me so happy. So, as he says, so many cancer patients say it's the best thing that ever happened to them. Oh yes. Oh yes, as I thought I knew what wealth was. As you people know that watch my videos for some, I've ranted and raved that we have to become abstract because the Fox News, neocon, church, fake, hair-sprayed Christians have outnumbered us. And ignorance has reigned, as ignorance is a massive killer, and we have to become abstract. And we have to realize that wealth is not money. And I knew that. I've been a self-made millionaire twice. First time, I lost it because of my own freaking arrogance and stupidity. Second time, stole me by freaking imbenevolent fucking hammered fucking, as I like to say, like fucking the old aesthetic male in Hamlet. I was hammered down. I live in the country and western version of Hamlet. Oh, is it true? As I did walk to school right here, as people say, oh, you're out in the middle of that field, somebody kicked your ass. I just let them kick my fucking ass. Bring it on, motherfucker, is all I gotta say. You fucking big mouth punks. This is my front yard, right there where I shoot these videos. This is my front yard. And I did walk to school with Everett Ruiz holding his hand. And everybody says, well, who's Everett Ruiz? Shut up, honey. Sorry, honey. Quiet, honey. I'm trying to watch. I used to be an American Idol with that Steven guy who used to be American Idol until he whored himself out to Rupert's insecurity. Him and that girl that used to have fun. Didn't that girl used to be a musical icon? And she whored herself out to that insecurity guy with that mop hairdo. That guy that claims he's never drank, that freaking was countercultured and put in his place by the Utah girl. Yeah, that one. No. I'm talking Everett Ruiz. He and I did hold hands and walk to that WPA master. This is my front yard. This is where I live. This is the mighty Wasatch. This is where the birds sing. This is where the corporate dairy farmer right here, as exploited and calls himself a teabagger, as he milks us all and murders us all out of millions and millions and millions of dollars and calls himself a Christian. As all you fake hair-sprayed phony Christians, you are the devils. To bear false witness is the greatest crime. As you have nothing to do with Jesus Christ. You have nothing to do with Christianity. You have nothing to do with the birds, the environment. You are the devil. Karl Rove's the devil. Dick Cheney's the devil. All you people who voted for Bush W. Secretary are the devil. Don't try to posture and groom yourself saying, now I'm an independent. And if you don't think radical right idealism makes differences, oh, it makes differences. And I will prove to you how it all made huge differences as the Ayn Rand, John Bircher become president. Ronald Reagan, the moron of all time. The confused about my own sexuality moron of all time. The man who was so confused. As he bought into John Bircher and that philosophical idealism, as he put down the gauntlet and named the greatest terrorist in the history of the world. You think I'm exaggerating on that? As I will get back, as I told you people as you started watching my videos in the inception, I will not speak about subject matter I do not know in depth. As I am getting better, and I'm going to take this show on the road, and I have incorporated myself, and I am filing lawsuits against the NRC and the IEA. It's in place, it's in the move, and I am working on getting a publicist and taking this show on the road. I have this PICC line hanging out of me. I'm doing freaking radiation every day. This fight is in full flight. As it is not enough. It is not enough. I have stood on the edges, stood and looked down. As I watch music videos, as the original content is always the best. And you think those artists, you know, they put together those videos on that beautiful music in the early 80s as the MTV rage was going. Those videos are always the best. They've been spoofed by so many different people and they've been ruined. You always go back to that original. As Smooth Criminal, watch that video. How metaphorical as the black cat walks across the piano. As Berlin, as Terry Nunn's video on No More Words, watch that. It is so metaphorically powerful. They were so ahead of their time, as it was incredible art. As music is, as Gaylord, Mr. Mitchell Gaylord says in his book, musical therapy, that's what I'm doing. As you go to my Facebook, that's what I'm doing. I'm all about musical therapy. I have been, as those nurses say, we can hear you singing clear down the hall. And I will prove to you. I'm going to start putting up my lectures, and I'm available. I'm ready to go back to work hopefully soon. And I'm going to teach somewhere. Somebody's going to hire me. Somebody's going to give me a gig. I'm going to start doing my lectures, and I'm going to lay out the Euro to you. And I'm going to prove how the European nightmare was started here by Greenspan. The Greenspan terrorists caused all this by lowering rates when he should have. If you think Europe could have went it alone, you're a fool. Iceland proved that. It is the Ayn Rand philosophical idealism. She was a mad, crazy counterculturist to Lenin, is all she was. A science fiction writer. As science fiction economics, I will lay this out and prove to you. If you don't think that John Birch radical, the Ayn Rand radical philosophic has caused all this madness, you are a fool. It has. As I step back, it is always about the original. Once in a while, you get something that is not original, that is maybe just as good. I always think about Van Gogh's work on Malay. I like it just as much as Malay's. I think about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, as Elton John did that. I like it as almost as much as the Beatles. Not quite. I think about Man for Man as they redid the great king of all kings, Springsteen's song. I came for you. I like that version better. You know, we know Spring. My daughter asked me one day, if you could vote for any celebrity, who would it be for president? That's real easy. Real easy. Bruce Springsteen. As I've listened to him, he is very smart, politically motivated, progressive. As that song is so progressive. As she says, if you could vote for one person in the world to be president of the United States, who would that be? Real easy. Elizabeth Warren, who may be the first woman president of the United States. Not you, Hillary. As you voted for that war to drop those bombs and mass murder, as you all indoctrinated yourself, as this has been science fiction economics, and I'm going to get into my lectures, and I'm going to start breaking them down. And as you guys know that watch my videos, I will not get into any subject matter that I don't know what I'm talking about. This is the core of my being, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. As you guys know, I got pissed off as the radicals tried to kill Bert and Ernie. They really did. The far right, John Birch, teabagger, phony, fake fuckers, as Mike Lee short sells his house and is in debt, $1 million, as he ran off fiscal responsibility. And these church-going fake radical Christians here, who are, that's what they are, as they are the devil, as they bear false witness over and over and over and will burn in the lowest form of hell for time and eternity, every fucking one of them. As they killed the birds, as those two sandhills came right to me. They were talking to me. As these, you fuckers are phonies, as you tried to kill Bert and Ernie. You tried to take that from our children. Our only thing, that's how evil, because you are pure evil. And that is the difference between a guy like Hartman, as he puts on Mitchell Gaylord, versus Sanjay Gupta, let's go fishing in Chernobyl. They want to kill you. The corporate media wants to kill you and rob every fucking, as they have done. And you have bought into, as we have to counter from the ignorant movement. As these massive fucking ignorance, we have to become the post-ignorant. We have to become the post-ignorant. That's what this is all about. As BlanchSchwarz, Black, White, that's what this is all about. This is my art movement. As we have to understand what wealth is. As we have to fight cancer before we get it, after we got it, we have through the food chain. As the corporate fucking teabagger, fake fucking milk us out of fucking corporate welfare millions, poison our fucking food supplies. They milk those cows 4 times a day. As it comes into our body, the food chain, they've destroyed us. As we have to cut through alternative media, find solid versus not solid. This is BlanchSchwarz, which is white black, which is the foundation, like Goya, like Motherwell, like Pollock. I did find Dolly's tackle box, and that's what this is. As those girls paint on my body every day, as this is going to be the art form, cancer, as they paint on my body every day, as I have tattoos up now. Stay with me. I'm going to do lectures all week, and I'm going to be ready to get back as soon as this thing comes out of me. I'm going to work lecturing somewhere, and I'm going to be available. Somebody hire me, somebody, and we'll all start over together. And we'll do this, and we'll turn it in vogue to be smart, be knowledgeable. Either fuck their money, their worthless fucking money, and I'll talk where to put your money. Is gold's too high, silver's too high. As I will show you, and I will lay out where to put your money and where we can make some money. And we could turn this freaking thing around. Stay with me. I'm going to start putting my lectures up on money, and I told you guys I will not put anything up that I'm really not sophisticated in my knowledge. And if I haven't gained credibility by now, I guess I never will. But you go through every one of my videos, this is all about credibility, as Tom Hartman has credibility, as he says great minds. And I will post that link, and everybody watch that. It is amazing. It is amazing. That doctor. Wow. And then we better all take heed. This is BlanchSchwarz. This is Post Ignorance. Kevin Blanch.